So now that we have everything set up, let's go through a single turn for one of the players. I have here at the top of this playmat template a simple way to keep track. So first and foremost, as you see here, we have one track activated. The rest are here in a pile. We have it face up so that we can see one track ahead for our planning. So track activated, set. Draw 5 cards, set. Now play actions in the turn in high score order. What that means is we will be keeping track of our score throughout the race, and that's how you know who is ahead. Higher score means someone's gotten further ahead. As we are at the beginning, we would normally roll a dice to do a tiebreaker if we're next to each other to figure out who pulls out first. For now, we're going to pretend we are ahead, so we get to go first. We look through our cards. We try to strategize where everyone is and what is to our benefit or to other people's disadvantage. Let's say we have another pit crew in our hand. At any given turn, you can play one more pit crew out onto the field. With that, you essentially have more resources available to play and potentially more cards you can combine with. Beyond that, I choose to play this card, Sudden Shift. It requires one of the special symbol mechanic and one more mechanic of any type. As this deck is pre-configured with only the special mechanics, I can go ahead and use 2 of them. So how do we play it? We essentially take 2 of these and put them here into the spent pile. And then I can apply Sudden Shift. Since it is a temporary mod, it will only last till the end of the turn, and I go ahead and put it here into the temporary pile. I choose not to play any other card, so then I have finished my action phase. Let's move on. Potentially, by this point, everyone has gone through their action phase in high score order. So now, once we reach this phase, I get to choose of 3 options. Either I'm going to choose to accelerate on the track, I'm going to choose to brake on the track, or I'm not make any modifications, and you check if they add anything else on top. As you see here, it adds nothing. And then you apply track modification. And right now the track modification is ×2. So my speed, my acceleration, should I say, is 4 × 2. That equals 8. And so I add that to my pre-existing speed. So 2 + 8 is 10. My car is now traveling at 10 speed. Everyone will then go through this process, and then we apply penalties. As we are on a track that has no speed limit, nobody is going to crash, no matter what speed they're going at. So there are no penalties. Last, we go to the finishing. Score. Score is how you keep track of your cumulative speed adds. So at the end of this turn, my score started out as 0, but now we'll have 10 added to it because that was my finishing speed. So to help visualize our score or distance, I have this little track here designed to help me keep track. So I'm going to move all the way up here to 10 to keep track. While they match right now, you'll see in future turns, if I add 10 again, my score will move up to 20 and then 30 and so on and so forth. But my speed will continue to adjust and fluctuate depending on what is ideal for the track. So score is completed. Next phase, I can look through my cards and choose to discard any cards I think are not useful. Let's say I don't want this one. I just immediately put it in the junkyard. I clear any temporary mods. I reset my pit crew back to ready. And then I draw back up to 5. So the drawing back up to 5 is actually here back at the beginning, which also states we should move to the next active track. And essentially we've gone through a complete turn and we are back at the beginning to do the next turn for everyone.